Hey gang, it's John, and I'm back with another What's Blank Wednesday. And today it's a What's New in Sleeping Bags Wednesday. Bill Paul's has a great selection of sleeping bags that come in. We got a wall full of these things, and I'm going to show off some of the best ones for 2025. There's a lot to be excited about, but before we do that, in order to serve your best sleeping bag needs, I have a couple of questions that I'd love to get some responses from in the comment section of the feed. So. If you got an answer to these, give me a shout. What activity are you using your sleeping bag for? Are you guys still out there backpacking, camping out of your kayaks? Are you car camping or hitting up festivals? Or are you Airbnb-ing it and just want a sleeping bag so you don't have to sleep in somebody else's sheets? Love to know what the number one use of sleeping bags is these days. Second is, how old is your sleeping bag, and do you think you're using it past its useful life? Synthetic bags typically last about 7 years before the fill gets a little wonky. Down bags can go 30 plus years. So how old's your bag, and is it time for a new one? And then, hey, if it is time for a new one, what features are you looking for in a sleeping bag? We're going to talk about some pretty neat stuff that's going on in the modern sleeping bags, but maybe there's something that's missing and you guys are looking for. And then where are you going to buy it? Are you going to come into Bill & Paul's or your local specialty shop where we've got people who understand this stuff? Are you going to buy it from a chain store where there's maybe better pricing options? Or are you guys going online? We're looking for some answers to those. So, but how about we get into bag basics and I get rid of my notes here. So let's look at some staff picks for 2025. So to begin with, let's talk about a couple of bag basics. We're going to talk about fills today. There's two fill types. You've got synthetics, which is the fibers that you might be familiar with in the pillows that you sleep on at home, but they're long, white, spindly fibers. And we've got down, which comes from generally ducks that are fair sourced and treated well. Come in different fill qualities. The higher the number, the more premium and softer the fills. So that's number one. Number two, what's the shape of the bag? Rectangular bags tend to be more comfortable and allow us to sleep with a lot of movement, whereas a mummy bag is going to be more confined and restricted to your body. Remember, if you're trying to stay warm, a sleeping bag is much like a house and your body's like a furnace. And if you got a lot of space in your house, you're going to need to run that furnace longer. So a more generous fit sleeping bag is going to use more energy in cold weather to keep you warm. And that's why they make mummy bags. They're close to your body, your heat gets into that fill quickly, and the bag starts doing its job. The third thing to think about is the temperature rating of the sleeping bag. So you're going to see sleeping bags that are rated below 15 degrees. Those are for those of you who camp in the late fall, winter, high altitude, early spring, when the temperatures are definitely getting down below 20 degrees. You've got your 15 degree to 30 degree bags. Those are the sweet spot for especially those of us in Michigan where temps can drop into the 40s easily at night. Spring and fall get a little bit chilly, but in the summer you got a little more fluctuation in temps. And then you have your 40 degree and up bags. Those are going to be the easiest to pack, the lightest, and they're great for summertime camping when those nighttime temps don't get too cold. You can always bring along, if you're not backpacking, a blanket. So if you get a 40 degree bag and it gets a little bit chilly, nothing like a rumple blanket, especially in these national park graphics. This thing's Yosemite Park. These are beautiful. But you throw that over your warm sleeping bag and you'll add some temps. And then sleeping on a sleeping pad adds a lot of warmth as well, and certainly more comfort than sleeping on the ground. This sucker is new this year from Thermarest. It's the Neo Loft. It's 4.5 inches of luxury sleep, sculpted to keep your body on it, soft top, so no wrinkly in there. This is a US made product out in Reno, Nevada. So you should check this out. It is the definition of luxury pads. Now let's get into some of the sleeping bags that we're a big fan of. We're going to kind of price point this out a little bit, but at the lower price point, but with a lot of features and a lot of value, is the Mega Sleep from Xped. You notice the two different colors. The top sheet is thinner, the bottom sheet is thicker. This thing is a 25/40 degree bag, so super versatile for those of you who are camping summertime, fall. You want something a little bit warmer. It is a mummy bag, so it is rectangular cut, a lot more space in here, super to spend a night on a cot or a cabin bed, state park camp type thing. Next up in the mummy bag is one of our most popular sleeping bags. It's the down bag from Kelty. This is the Cosmic 20. They make it in a 40-degree bag as well. It is a straightforward mummy sleeping bag. It's got a draft collar on it, side zip, $159, $179 for a down sleeping bag. This uses a 550 fill down, so it's a little bit on the lower quality side, but down is super luxurious no matter what. Down has the advantage of allowing you to sleep more comfortably in a wider range of temperatures too. It breathes a little bit when it's warm, and it keeps you warmer when it's chilly. So super good value in that mummy style bag. Next we're going to come over and we are going to highlight a new bag for 2025 from Thermarest. It's the, and I forget the name, I'm sorry, the Boost 650. That 650 references the fill. Noticeable increase in softness and luxuriousness between this and the Cosmic. But what makes this bag special are a couple neat features. It does have your traditional side zip in and out, but they also put in hand zippers so you can get your arms out of your bag, so when you need to reach that headlamp or you're trying to unzip your sleeping bag, you don't have to wiggle it through by your head. If you want to sit up and read, a lot of practical applications for having those. And then right down the middle of the bag, there's this expansion zipper. So the bag, one, opens up for more comfortable sleeping, so if you don't need that tight technical fit. And two, it allows for a little bit of breathability through the bag, so again, better ventilation. Check these out. They're hot off the press, new for 2025. Next, I want to highlight a U.S. manufactured bag, Western Mountaineering. Premium. This is 850 filled down, guys. You want to come in, you definitely want to give one of these bags a hug. They are so soft. They are the lightest bags on the market. They use a taffeta face that is absolutely super lightweight, but yet very durable. This is a 25-degree bag in a more generous mummy cut, so you can see it's a little bit wider, again, allowing for side sleeping and maybe less constrictive nights out on the trail. This thing also has the advantage of allowing you to unzip this thing all the way around the foot box, so you could use it as a down comforter as well, so a little more versatility and more practical application. Western Mountaineering, super excited to be carrying that. And the final bag I want to highlight, we referenced this technology last year, but Nemo makes some amazing bags. This is the Fort in the 35-degree temperature range. It's a synthetic bag. They offer thermal gills, which give you a little more comfort, but allow a lot of breathability when you need it. But what I really would like to highlight is this has Nemo's Endless Promise technology. And what is Endless Promise? If you forgot, every piece of the sleeping bag is recyclable. So you buy this bag, 10 years from now, it's shot. You can send this back to Nemo, and they will be able to recycle every piece of this sleeping bag. I believe by 2026, every bag in their line is going to be Endless Promise. They've got some packs in that technology as well. So kudos to Nemo for forward thinking the circle of life for a lot of our products. So, and you're probably wondering why I'm standing here. What the heck am I wearing? Well, sleeping bags can be fun too. This is the Dreamwalker from Xped. It is a sleeping bag that I can drop down and cinch the bottom around my feet, zip up, use the mummy hood, pull my arms in, and have a good night's sleep. As you can see, I can walk around camp. I've got a hood. I can sit in a chair by a fire. Super cool, $149, easy peasy, blanket, sleeping bag, camp chair outfit, however you want to look at it. Got to get one of these guys. It can be a great accessory to what you got going on. So thanks for hanging with me. Send me some comments on how you guys interact with your sleeping bags. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys again for another What's Blank Wednesday.